top position, but you're dealing with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt who is truly the prodigy when it comes to the ground game.
Yeah, being on top of him is no picnic.
And you definitely don't want him on top of you. Combination by Penn. Nice 1-3
He's
BJ.
throwing some hard shots now.
BJ trying to time the entrance of Frankie Edgar.
A lot of feints being thrown by Edgar.
BJ's starting to score some points. Leading with the right hand, finishing with the left. All around the outside, constant movement from Edgar. Kick was checked. Man, it's been fun to watch Frankie Edgar improve so drastically during his UFC career. 8th time he has fought in the UFC. His debut was outstanding. His win over Tyson Griffin.
Nice leg kick by Edgar.
He handed Griffin his first loss that night way back in 07, UFC 67 in Vegas.
Again, he takes him down. Look at this.
That's a first in a long, long time. But how quickly does he get up?
Like a spring.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he was able to do that. But you know what? He's doing so well on his feet. I like mixing it up just to throw BJ off, but I don't like him actually taking him down.
Final seconds of the round. Uppercut. Start the 3rd round, and he does. So far, so good for Frankie Edgar.
Well, he's still here.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. And BJ is starting to zone in with that jab, Mike. That snake-like jab of his. A man who Freddie Roach has said has the best boxing in mixed martial arts. And that's high praise indeed.
From somebody who knows what he's talking about. Penn has been over here in Abu Dhabi for a couple of weeks with his entire family. Very close, proud Hawaiian. Wanted to get acclimated.
Good shots by BJ there.
Edgar threw 1, BJ threw 3 or 4. BJ's quick with that uppercut too, Joe.
Frankie's got to be very careful to not be predictable. He's got to be very careful to just keep mixing it up.
See BJ's timing now. Just missed with the hook a second ago. And that's what his corner was talking about after the 1st round, Joe.
Yeah,
lightning fast.
Stiff jab.
Yep. Mixing things up if you're Frankie Edgar.
I wonder what's going on with the left knee of BJ. It's wrapped up. I wonder if that's because of an injury. Maybe he likes it that way to keep it from getting scratched if he goes for a takedown. But it's unusual to see him like that.
Yeah, with the knee sleeve on. All reports were that both these men came in perfect condition.
Well, you know what? If you have a knee injury, you don't really want to talk about it.
If you have any injury.
That doesn't really counter left hook by BJ there.
And Joe, as you know, I mean, the way these guys train, you're always fighting through some little thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last time BJ pulled out of a fight because of an injury.
Never. Frankie Edgar wins that one. Got there first.
And he got there because of the feints, Mike. Because of all this movement and throwing BJ's timing off. There again. Nice left hook.
Frankie Edgar can wear you down just watching him move around like this.
Yeah, my eyeballs hurt. Just trying to keep up with him.
No kidding. And he beat BJ to the punch again a moment ago.
Well, this is certainly a different look than what he saw with Diego Sanchez. Much, much more evolved striker.
Smaller, but so much faster.
Yeah.
And that's what made this a unique challenge coming in, is that Edgar did, you know, Kenny Florian, Diego Sanchez, great fighters. But Frankie brings a different set of skills.
Look at this.
And that sets into this battle. Different look, if you will, for BJ to try to counter.
Yeah, and he's so much better at mixing things up.
And that's what earned him the title shot. Was his ability to be unique like this. Different than Stevenson or Shirk, Florian, Sanchez.
Again with that left hook.
1 minute, 20 seconds remains in round number 3.
Nice. Takedown attempt, and then as BJ moves away, he hits him with a body kick. And I really like the way he's mixing things up.
Under a minute left in the round now.
Ducked under the punch, goes for a takedown. Ooh, he eats a knee.
Fastest American to achieve a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJ Penn, but we may not see any of the crowd game in this fight.
BJ just missed with a punch of death.
He has a ton of power.
Yeah, and that is one of the differences between these two guys.
For sure.
Frankie has good power. BJ has excellent power. Frankie knocked down Veach, finished him off with a rear naked choke on the ground. Good counters and crisp precision punching, but it just doesn't pack the kind of dynamite that BJ has.
That vicious head kick that BJ threw to Diego Sanchez. That was in the 5th. Let's see if BJ looks to do exactly that. Frankie still trying to mix it up.
Still moving just as well in the 4th as he did in the 1st.
No surprise to you?
No, none at all. As we said, the kid has tremendous conditioning.
See if BJ indeed looks to take this fight to the ground. Try to beat him up a little bit. Outdoors here on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. UFC 112 Invincible. Don't forget our next stop, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for the rematch for the light heavyweight title between Lyoto Machida and Mauricio Shogun Rua. Josh Koscheck, Paul Daly, Kimbo Slice, Matt Mitrione. That's Saturday, May 8th from Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, only on pay-per-view. Penn's tried to find a home for that uppercut on multiple occasions. Still ahead tonight, Anderson Silva and Damian Maia for the middleweight title. Trying to keep that head off center.